Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. These guys will try to put together another dominant performance after a blowout win their last time out. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Here's Brandon Aubrey set to get us started. And we are underway from Northwest Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Daniels. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, and they go right back to blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. This is Fant on the short completion. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go now.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw. Phillips. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Cowboys at 11-5 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Phillips. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run again with Blue. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Commanders' 34.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or...
Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders nothing.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 boxes.
They'll motion McLaurin left. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Phillips. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 20. Looking to throw. Phillips. And that will be incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Johnson to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Come on, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
To the air goes Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Got it. Ready?
Tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Again, it's Barkley. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
70.
Daniels looking to throw. A short throw there to Strange. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
All right, Brandon. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Phillips off the play fake. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Wow. Oh, my God.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Phillips. This is Fant on the short completion. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
13 yards on
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Phillips. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton. And now they're in the hurry-up.
To Torrey Horton. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal.
They go again with Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Position laid down the challenge and drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure was on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is bring the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways Cowboys into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Phillips. That's again complete to Palmer. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 11.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so. And it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Cowboy 80.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready, go. Go.
Back to throw again. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble and second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 17.
In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all the way down inside the 40. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Washington's Commanders
operating from the gun. Daniels. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Hey, check that.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Brings up fourth.
Let's go.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal. Daniel's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 6. On the give This is Blue. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That's it. Right there.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Phillips.
Oh,
And he
God.
will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, my fucking God. He just fucking... Yo, get the... What the fuck? Yo. Wow.
And they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 13. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Nobody go with him. Okay. If you say so. Nobody go with him.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Makes the score
A point after, good by Groupie. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel.
Nobody could block me.
And now we're going to get a
Nobody
stoppage.
could block
Remember,
me.
the Cowboys shaking up. 2nd and
Nah,
long,
nobody
but
could
you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Looking to throw. Phillips. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will go right near the 35-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A nice little juke. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that